Hey there, Sandy from sandybowie.com, and in today's video what we're going to look at is your messaging. So are you struggling with your messaging at the moment? Is it something that you've been struggling to define? Do you know exactly who you are as a coach and what you have to offer people? I know there's a lot of people out there that don't, and it's one of the first blocks that you come up against if you decide to become a coach is, right, so who am I going to coach and what am I going to coach on? And some people get stuck there for an awful long time. How do I know this? Because that's where I got stuck. And it took me years, and in fact, loads of different variations in my coaching, both in corporate world and private coaching now as well, before I actually figured out who I was as a coach and what my message was. So today's tapping session is about, well, if you can't figure out your message and you're stuck, then it's absolutely perfect for you to work through that. So, taking full responsibility for your own well-being, let's get started. Even though I can't figure out my message, I have no idea who I am as a coach, I don't know who I help, I don't know how to put it into words, I just can't make a decision about it, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I've decided on many different niches before and none of them have felt right. I just don't feel good about offering my services in those areas, but I don't know what to do. I'm completely stuck deciding on my message, and I love and accept myself in spite of that. Even though I have no idea what my message is, and until I figure it out, I can't move forward. I can't, book discovery calls, I can't get clients, I can't do any marketing because I don't know what my message is. I don't have anything to say. And I deeply and completely love myself in spite of that. I can't figure out my message. It is so frustrating to me. I just don't know what I'm going to coach on. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know what my message is. I've had some ideas about what it could be, but none of them feel right. I wouldn't feel good about charging my services for that. It just doesn't feel right to me. In fact, I would feel like a fraud. It wouldn't feel right if I charged for those things. But I don't know what the right thing is for me. I just don't know what it is. It seems like everyone else has figured out their messaging, and everyone else has fantastic brands. They know exactly who they are, and they know what they're offering. And I think, why couldn't I have thought of that? I get messaging envy, and I get envious of other people's brands. And I think, oh, I wish I'd thought of that. And maybe I even think about copying them. Because I know a lot of people out there are just copying other people's brands. But to me, it never feels right. It doesn't feel good to just copy what someone else is doing. Like, I know deep down that that doesn't work. And I think that's why I'm struggling with my messaging so much. Because I don't really care about someone else's message. Like these things that I've thought of to do before, I don't care about them enough. I don't care about them enough to get past my fears and to talk about them regularly. I just don't feel aligned with it. But what do I feel aligned with? I can't figure that out either. Clearing all this confusion. All this frustration at not being able to figure out my messaging. And all this anger that other people have got their messages and their brands and I haven't got mine. I mean, is there something wrong with me? Is that why I haven't figured out my brand? Am I just not good enough? Is that why I haven't figured out my messaging? Am I just not clever enough to figure out what my message is? Maybe I'm not clever enough to figure that out. Maybe there's genuinely nothing that I'm good enough at, and that's why I'm struggling with my message. Or maybe I'm just thinking about this the wrong way. Maybe there's another way to think about my messaging. Something that I'm missing that I haven't connected with yet. I'm willing to be open to think about this. Maybe I need to trust myself more. And trust that my message is inside of me. It always has been. I just need to allow it to come through. I need to stop looking at what other people's messages are and stop looking at what other people's brands are and start looking at who I am. Because that's the key to unlocking my message. That's the key to me figuring out what feels good to me. Because if I'm working with people doing things that feel good to me, I can be absolutely certain it will feel good to them too. If I feel good about my message, other people will see it. Other people will notice it. And once I've figured this out, I can start being true to myself. Because the truth is, my message is me. We're completely connected. We're one and the same. I know exactly who I am. I know exactly who I am. I know exactly what I want. And I know exactly what I need. And if I know all of those things, then isn't really that what my message is all about? Because one thing is absolutely certain that I can guarantee, that there's a lot of other people out there that are just exactly like me, that are struggling with things exactly like I do. And I know how I got through things. I know how I've overcome things in the past. And I can help them too. I just have to be true to myself. That is the secret to unlocking my message. It's not to try and be anyone else. That's just false and inauthentic. The secret to my message is actually just being me. Allowing myself to be completely true to myself. And knowing that that's good enough. That I'm good enough. That what I want is good enough. It's good enough for me. And it's good enough for other people too. There's lots of people out there that will want that. I just have to be really clear about what it is. And then I can help other people have it too. I have to be clear about who I am. And then I can help other people become that too. I have to be clear about all the challenges that I've overcome in my life. And other people will want that service from me. They'll want my help overcoming those challenges. I just have to be me. I know myself better than anyone else. I know myself better than anyone else. I know my needs and my wants. I just have to target them. Clearing all the self-doubt. All these doubts about myself. All these doubts about who I am. Anything blocking me from seeing my true self. Clearing all of these from my body now. So that I can see who I truly am. And who I truly serve. And how best I can be of service to the world. Okay, now just take a deep breath. And come back to this again. It's not a one-off. Keep tapping on that clarity. Keep tapping on that understanding who you are, because that is the secret to unlocking your message. That is the secret to being confident in your message and getting over your fears and putting yourself out there. It all comes back to just being you. So go out there and be wonderful. You deserve it.